Another episode of Porch PursePectives. And this time, by the grace of God, I have my wonderful, talented, amazing, um, give me another
Look
good word.
at you.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes,
Absolutely gorgeous.
stunning co-host, Miss Charlie. Oh, this feels so good. Okay. So
Hi.
we have come together to collaborate an idea of with this podcasting situation where we want to create a safe space to voice your opinions, voice your thoughts, voice your experiences, and kind of just interact with people. That's all we want to do. We want to just put things out there, get feedback, receive feedback, give feedback, and just pretty much make it to where, if you can relate, relate. If you can't, that's fine too. You don't have to. But we just wanted to make it to where it's going to be a safe space where we can talk about what we want to talk about, however we want to talk about it, and still kind of keep that positive narrative in the situation as well. So thank you again so much, Miss Charlie, for agreeing to be a part of this. Okay.
Anytime, Jolly.
um, we just wanted to jump on real quick and just kind of get an introduction going on. And just kind of get things moving, see how we feel about it and how it feels for us. At the moment, I will go ahead and excuse us. Um, she's enjoying dinner, and I'm a little upset because I can't really eat.
So I have agreed to eat for the both of us. It's fine.
I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do at the moment. It's all good.
Homemade spaghetti. You can't beat that.
After a long day at work, I don't blame you. I should have made some. I should have made no spaghetti, but it's all good. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. So, I want to kind of get into what we were talking about a little earlier. We were talking about, let me just put it in a nutshell. When you are dealing with someone and you
Mm,
close that chapter, you know what I mean?
mm.
And they insist on leaving that door open or making that door open or coming back around and, trying to
Oh,
spin the block.
busting through it.
Yeah, all of that. Spinning the block, busting through, whatever they want to do. Um, but I think that it doesn't always end well. I know for some people, you like it, I love it. For me, I don't think I can do it.
I mean, the biggest issue is trying to come back as if nothing happened to make it end in the first place. Like you just got amnesia to all your BS that you was dealing out to that person, and you feel comfortable enough to come back around, and it's like, and just act like you could just pick up where you left off. It's not possible because I don't forget nothing,
Mm-mm.
and I really believe, I strongly believe, the person that you was dating prior is not going to be the same person that you get if you get that person back.
No, that's got a lot to do with experiences and learning from it. If
Hmm.
I'm the same person, let's just say we dated 3 years ago. When we dated 3 years ago, a lot happened in 3 years. I don't see me
Yeah.
being the same person at that time when whether we ended, began it, whatever. I'm not that same person. So if you come back 3 years later and expect the same person, that says a lot about you because
That
obviously
means
you
you
haven't
haven't
grown.
grown any.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Right there, we right there.
Yes, we are.
And
Yes,
that's the
we
thing I
are.
don't understand with people. Like, what has to have gone on in your life for you not to have grown?
I don't think that they feel like they haven't grown. I just think that they think they can come back because it's easy. It's not as hard to get with that person as opposed to trying to get with somebody else because you already know that person.
That makes sense. That's
They
a
don't
fair
have to
one.
change themselves.
But in a way, yeah, because if you think about it, okay, if I don't have to change myself, well, what happened when we were together to make me feel like I don't have to change anything if we broke up?
Hmm. But there's that word change.
Ah, love it.
That word is a trigger for me.
You said it's a
It
trigger
triggers
word?
me. It's a trigger word. It triggers me something awful. I don't
Mm,
like when somebody comes to me and say I've changed. It's like the metaphor that I use for my boyfriend. You change your clothes, but you're still the same person underneath those clothes. All you did was change the outside,
that's
the
it.
presentation. You didn't change the inside person.
Mm.
Basically, that same person that you changed from is still there. You didn't change. If I take you back and you decide at that point to treat me better, that means you had the ability and the capability to treat me that way from the get go. You just chose not to.
And that's where choices come into play. Yes.
So it's
Girl.
like, nah,
But
I'm
then
good
also
on
you
that.
gotta think about it. If you have to tell somebody that you changed, you didn't change. Because change
No,
is going, you're gonna
that's
see
kind of like
change.
you telling somebody that you're kind. I'm a kind person.
Good
I'm a
person.
good guy. I'm a good woman. No, you're not. That's your opinion. Shut up.
Okay.
Don't. I'm honest about a lot of stuff. I don't tell somebody I'm a good woman because I could be good for him and terrible for him. So I'm not going to tell somebody I'm a good woman because sometimes God forgive me for I'm fit to say I ain't shit. But I'm woman enough to oh, and I'm adult enough to admit that we all have an ain't shit moment.
Ah, yeah, plenty. Huh, me. Ah, got
So
him.
for me to sit here and be like I'm good all the time, no. Sometimes I'm evil. Sometimes I might not like you.
And then I think it all boils down to in the relationship dynamic, it definitely boils down to how you feel with that person. Because
Hmm.
change, being a good person and all that stuff, if you want to do that, there's that word again, choice. If you want to be
Yep.
that person, you're gonna be that person. And if somebody is
Yep.
able to bring it out of you, that's just what it is. That's just like me being that. And when people talk about having different personality types and different ways and different, everybody's got them. But
Yep.
my interaction with you is going to only bring out certain things. We have boundaries. We know that with me and you, I know there's certain things that I'm not going to bring around you because you're not going to tolerate it. And same with you. You're not going to bring a certain way around me because it's like it's a respect level.
Hmm. Hmm.
We have those boundaries. We
But
respect
that's
each
the
other,
key
and
word, respect. A lot of
a lot of
people
people don't.
don't
They
respect. They don't respect you and your time. They don't respect you and your feelings. They don't respect you and your thoughts. They don't respect anything that they want. They want what they want.
and that's it. That's it.
When you disrespect them, it's a whole nother. That's a
Oh
whole
yeah.
bunch of another color.
I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you did that. But keep in mind, if that respect would have been there from the very beginning and that respect would have been respected, we wouldn't be here. You can't get
Mm.
mad at me for responding to something that you're
Yep,
doing to me.
I got it even better.
Yes.
You can't get mad at me for the beast that you created.
Mm,
You created this. It's my reaction to you is a reaction from you. So don't get mad when you woke up that beast within.
mm.
Because I always said, don't come into the cage with me, tempting me to come out. And then when I come out, you want me to go back in because you shouldn't have brought that damn, you shouldn't have been in there with that whip and chain trying to cox me out that damn cage because now I'm out and I'm not going back in.
That reminds me of you ever been at a pet store
Mm-hmm.
and they got certain pets in the cage and they're like, look,
Mm-hmm.
don't mess with
Don't
that
touch that.
one. Leave that one where it's at. You can play with them little
Yeah.
puppies, but that one, we got them caged up for a
Oh,
reason.
don't
But
touch that one. Yeah.
you insist on playing with that one in the cage. And when
Don't
that
get
one in the
bit.
cage finally get a hold of you, now you want to, oh, that dog bit me. We
I just
told
told
you.
you not to touch that cage. Told you. Stop coming in the cage trying to get that person to come out. If the person is in the cage, they're in the cage for a reason. Leave them in the cage.
Mm-mm.
The beast is always every person in this world. Everybody. The beast is freaking sleeping. Is not dead.
I've
Not dead.
learned. I had to come to terms with that at work, honestly. We had some things going on, some things that I was not happy with, and it made me feel like now here comes that phrase you don't like. I have changed a lot of my ways from 10 years ago, we'll say. I have come a long way and I've worked very hard on the person that I want to
Didn't
become.
change, honey. You grew up. You grow. That's
That'll work.
humans.
That'll work.
That's
We'll use
being
that.
human. Every human person is going to grow. If if you take every life lesson and grow from it.
Learn from it. You got to do something versus doing the
Mhm,
same thing that's getting you the same results and then getting upset with the world about it because I'm not happy. Doesn't
no.
work like that.
That's why they say you should always learn history because if you don't, history will repeat itself.
It's
History is
already doing
past.
that. It's already doing that.
History is past. Yes, that's why because nobody's learned from it. Your
Not at all.
history, a person's past is their history. You ain't learned from that.
I
You didn't
mean,
learn.
some people don't. I guess I don't know. I've learned a
Hell, I
lot.
know a lot. I know a lot of people who still living back there in 1962 and was born in the 80s.
How are you? Okay, I'm gonna leave that one right there. We still in 1952 and was born in the 80s.
Mhm.
We regressed.
Mhm. Mhm.
I guess it happens. I don't know.
Happens more than it should.
And you know,
I mean, but with jobs these days, I don't care what position you in. It's just, I guess, after the pandemic, people tolerance for stuff is just gone.
yeah, a lot of it has to do with I think just the way that things had changed for everybody so
Mhm.
abruptly.
Mhm.
I've worked I've worked at this grocery store for 4 years, and through the pandemic, before and through and after, I'm working in the same company. So I've I've had the opportunity to see people when everything is just regular day to day life.
Mhm.
Like you said, once that pandemic hit, oh, I've seen the worst of the worst. Like I've never. Everybody talk about the toilet paper incidents, right? If I'm literally, I'm just doing my job. If we have because of shortages that's going on because of jobs and everything else, we can only sell so much of items to you. And then you get upset and it's like, okay, no, let me try to outsmart the system. Why are you trying to outsmart the system? Just get what you need today. I mean, we're open every day. Just come back tomorrow and get the same thing if we still have it. But
Because
yeah.
what the pandemic did open up was the level of entitlement that people have.
Oh God, yes.
I see it where I work at. The entitlement is real. The entitlement is remarkable. You I just be like, wow, you really feel like
Hmm.
you deserve that. But it's like I have people at my job talking about some the way that I am. You act like you deserve so much more. I said all I'm asking for is respect. I'm a very regardless. A person with a bad attitude sometimes has a reason to have one, especially if that person is not like that on a day to day basis.
Hmm.
And especially if I'm only having attitude with your ass and not them. What did you do?
It's a good
Because,
question.
baby, I have to ask that question to people in my job all the time. It's like, I'm not mean to everybody in here. I'm just mean to the ones that I need to be mean to because that's who they created with me. That's the person they presented to me.
That's 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 everything. Because yeah, if I normally am a bubbly, happy person, and all of a sudden things going on around me makes me or forces me to be not bubbly, not happy, not I'm not who you normally know that I am. Obviously, something's wrong. And instead of
Mm-hmm.
you pointing the finger, oh, you're being this, you're being there, you're obviously there's something going on around me in the atmosphere that isn't right. It's not allowing me to be happy, bubbly, energetic, outgoing,
Mm-hmm.
nice. It's not allowing me to be nice. Because when I was being nice, here we go talking about that bear in the cage. When I was
Mm-hmm.
nice, it wasn't appreciated. It wasn't respected. So now I'm like, okay, before I let myself get hurt, I'm going to protect myself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all it is. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting my worth. I'm protecting my self respect. I'm protecting my dignity.
Mm-hmm.
Before I let you mistreat me, no, I'm going to let you know I'm going to firmly stand my ground and set my boundaries with you. And if you don't like it, then figure it out. Because obviously it wasn't working when in the beginning when I tried to be nice.
That part.
People, I swear, people, I'll be understanding. And like you
I
said,
mean, and it's go ahead.
I was like you said, that entitlement, that level of respect, you cannot treat me a certain way and expect me to be nice to you. You can't do it.
Oh,
It doesn't work that way.
hell no. That
Doing it right, you
is
wouldn't
started
even
by
do it.
this group called Digital Underground.
Yes.
And the words was, if you kiss me, then I kiss you back.
Yeah.
That is my motto in life. Whatever you do to me, I'm gonna do it back to you. You want to have an angel in me? Be an angel with me. If you want respect for me, respect me. Because I was raised not to be disrespectful to anybody. But life has taught me that respect is not just given to you because of your age, because of your race, because of whatever you feel like you should be respected for. Respect is earned.
Yes, I agree with it. But I also, I guess there's layers to that. So when you say respect is earned, because I just had this conversation the other day and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was brought up the same, very similar to that. You respect your elders, this, that, the other, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay. One thing that I've learned with that word respect and respecting others, it starts with yourself. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
times it does. If
Oh
I
my God.
carry myself in a respectable manner, I'm gonna garner respect from other people.
Most people who aren't respectful to people have no self-respect.
No. And you can see it from a mile away. See you thinking. I hear you.
Oh, I heard something.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
But I understand that. I understand the thing about respect. I You only got one chance in me. I'll tell you that. One opportunity to show me who and what you are. And if it don't click with me, you ain't got to worry about me because I firmly stand on if I don't like you, I ain't speaking to you. You don't speak to me. We are not going to have this fake conversation with each other. We don't like each other. I'm not going to be fake. And people are like, that's being childish. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's me keeping my boundaries.
That's fair.
If I don't like you, don't talk to me. And you ain't got to worry about no drama. You don't got to worry about me talking about you behind your back. You don't got to worry about none of that. You don't exist in my world. And
I've
hopefully I don't
tried.
exist in yours.
I have tried that on so many different levels with people. I've literally have given people that up. Like they said, cut off game is strong. Bro, when I cut you off, you don't exist. I will walk past you like you're air. You're nothing to me. But I think in time I've had to learn, even if I don't like somebody, in certain situations, I have to be cordial. With me being management, I have to be cordial. Whether I like you or not, I still have to be cordial to an extent. Now, if it gets to the point where it's like getting locked up by the cops, any and everything you say can and will be held against you. Now, if it
I
gets
have
to that
learned
point,
how
then
to.
I'm not, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying anything. So you have nothing that you can go back and try to use with. You can't use any
I have
ammunition towards.
learned a way to work with people that I don't like. I don't have to directly talk to you to get my point across or to tell what I need to be done, or if you don't have to talk to me to tell me what I need to be done, what I need to get done. It's other ways around it. I don't like you that much.
See, if I don't like you that much, then you just need to get. You might need to find you another job.
But the thing is, but
Mm-mm.
the thing is, I don't. It's not that I like I tell people, I don't hate nobody. That's a lie. It's one guy in this world I despise, but it's not the kind of despise where every day I'm thinking about how much I despise him.
It's just when
I
it
just
pops
know
up,
that
it's
if
like,
he's
"Ah,
in my
man,
presence, I despise you. But other than that, I'm not like I always say. I don't hold grudges with people. I don't. Once if you do something to me, if it's not that deep or serious, I tend to forget about it really quick because I'm not. I'm getting too old to sit here and keep constantly reminding myself of why I don't like you. I ain't got time. I
I
got
just,
other a million trillion things I got to do.
like you said, once I get a whiff of it,
I
I'm
just don't.
done. You
Yes,
showed me
and
who
that's
you
the
are. I'm
problem
good. I don't want
with
nothing else to do with this. I'm
people.
avoiding you. I'm
That's the
going around.
problem.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
move
problem
around.
with people. Why people constantly get hurt by the same person because, like Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. And a lot of people
Hmm.
are in disbelief of what that is. Women got stop thinking they can get a person. That's a big issue for us because we have no power to do that. Loving you can't love nobody to be a better person. You can't have a child by somebody to make that person love you. You can't marry nobody to make that person a better person to love you. That's something that they got to do with self.
It
That's a
starts at the
self
source.
thing.
But Ron, you're absolutely right. If when it comes to you can't make somebody do what you want them to do. And that's the funny
No,
because I learned that when I was young when I learned that. And I used to tell people like chicks used to get mad. And I used to tell them like, listen, at the end of the day, you are a grown man. There is nothing that
say
I
that
can
again.
say or do to make you
Say
want
that
to do
again.
what I want you to do. If you want to
Me and
cheat,
my best friend.
you gonna cheat.
You gonna cheat, and it's nothing that I could do to stop that. That was
Thing.
in you to do it. Only thing I tell anybody: don't put yourself in a situation where you have the capability or the ability to cheat. Don't put yourself in temptation's way.
Mm-mm.
I feel like if you love me enough, if you know that temptation is standing in your face, get the hell out of there. I'm not going to be in a situation where I'm tempted to do a damn thing. I'm in a relationship. I love my guy. He gets on my nerves, but I love him. I'm not going to put myself in a situation. He knows I have guy friends. I tell everybody I date, I got guy friends. I've had somebody tell me guys and girls can't be together or be friends because the guy gonna always want her or she might want him. And I said, if I have a friend, so they always gonna want to have sex. Okay, I hear this on the internet all the time. Guys and girls can't be friends because there's somebody gonna want. If you want me, keep that hot shit to yourself. Because the minute you tell me you have some type of feelings for me and we're friends, you no longer are my friend. Because
Mm-mm.
you have now crossed the gun line, boss. Seriously. Once you in the friend zone with me, that's where you're going to die.
That's it. I don't. I've made that mistake one time of having a friend and letting it develop into more. And I mean, I tried to keep it at bay, but it it got bad after it's all said and done. It got bad.
See,
But
my personality and how strongly opinionated and stuff I am, how strong I come across, my guy friends don't try me because they already can sense and they know because I'm very blunt. Don't try me. It's not gonna work. If I consider you a friend and you're a guy, there's nothing in this world that's going to make me sacrifice our friendship to cross over. Because now I feel like if it don't work, I just lost a good friend.
Right.
For what?
You know what? Without saying names, and anybody that sees this who knows who I'm talking about, we still ain't saying no names. My son's dad, first son, we started off as friends. I confided in him with certain things, and he was just really, he was a sweetheart. Like, when we first met, he was what you would call a good guy. And, being young is like, okay, you have your dream guy, or the guy that you want to be with, or the person that you want to be with, and that's what you're thinking.
Yeah,
Okay,
I ain't
this is
never
what
had that, but go ahead.
you
Mine was
built.
Superman, so you know that won't gonna exist.
Stupid.
I'm being real. I really had a thing for Christopher Reeve, but go ahead.
No, no.
That was
Realistically
my dream
speaking, it
man,
was like you
Superman.
have a type. I
That's
had a
it.
type, and it was just not him. But the more we talked, the more we would sit down. We worked at McDonald's. We eat lunch together. We just hung out all the time. Um, After I had my daughter, came back to work, he was gone. I guess he had quit, whatever, something, whatever. He left. He no longer worked there. But he was coming up there to the store, like to the job, and looking, checking back, making sure, hey, did she come back? Did she come back? And finally, he just got to the point where I don't know when she's coming back. So he gave one of the other cashiers his phone number and told her to give it to me. So when I came back, she was like, "Oh yeah, he came and looking for you and said to give you his." Okay, so I called him. It's like, what's up? He came and took me out on my lunch break and brought me back. And after that, I was like, okay, you're cool. I can hang. We can kick it, whatever. But I need you to understand that I got a lot going on. Just had a baby. I'm not trying to date anybody, so that's probably not the tree you want to bark up. Oh no, it's cool. We don't have to be like dating or anything like that. I just really, I like you. I think you're cool. You're dope. Okay, cool. As time went on, it became more, and I started catching feelings a little bit. He caught feelings, I caught feelings, and after it was all said and done, I don't know where things went left with us, but from my stance, from what I recall, from what I remember, he was not quite done dealing with his ex.
Mm.
And instead of being honest about that, instead of being honest about you still have feelings for her, whatever the case may be, you tried to move forward in another relationship, and it didn't work that way because you still had ties to your past. You weren't completely done. And it started creating issues with us. Like, yeah, you told me about her, but why is she still calling your phone? Why are you guys still communicating? If she's moved on, she's pregnant, you moved on, we're together, what's the issue? Like, what am I not getting?
Yeah, a lot of guys don't get over the exes, but go ahead.
So the following year, that Father's Day, I found out I was pregnant. Oh, okay, great. Pregnant again. Well, shortly after I found out I was pregnant, she had her baby. And the only reason I know all of this is because he stood me up to sit in the hospital with her while she had her baby. That was not his. So that again, we're creating issues. You created issues by bringing your past into your current. We started finding emails that you're sending to her because you gave me access to emails at the time. That's before cell phones were really, really big and social media, all that. It was before all that. So you give me access to see what you're doing, just to try to show me that, hey, you're a stand-up guy, you're not doing anything, but then I'm finding stuff. I'm finding emails that you're sending her. You literally will send me an email professing your love to me, and then I'll turn around and find the same email that you sent to me. You just about word for word. I had broken up with him, gave him all of his stuff. I don't want nothing to do with you. Leave me alone, whatever, whatever. And you come crawling back, begging to have me back. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. This, that, and the. No, my thing is this. If that's who you want to be with, go be there. I'm not trying to hold you hostage. I'm not in the business of keeping anybody that does not want to be kept. If you want to go that way, go that way. Leave me alone because I didn't ask for that. When it was all said and done, the level of hurt that I experienced with this dude, this happened from, I'll say from 2003, because we weren't quite graduated yet. From 2003, I had our son 2006, February 2006. He married her May 2006. And you strung me along all the way until 2014. It's a long time to be dealing with somebody that don't want nothing from you, but you want something from me, but you don't know what you want.
But that's more you than him.
Huh?
That's more you than him.
And that I had to understand too. I did, because in all due reality, in my heart of hearts, I wanted everything to work out. I wanted it to not be that. And even when I knew it wasn't that, or I knew it was that, other side of me became bitter, angry, and all of that other stuff. I became all of that because, again, from the very beginning, did not ask I didn't ask for you to take me through that. You literally put a ring on my finger and told me you wanted to marry me. Things start going sideways. We have our ups, we have our downs, whatever. But after you actually legally married her, after you took me through everything that we went through, and you still trying to convince me that no, we're going to be together. You married her, and you still dealing with me. You're still making sure that that door is left far enough open to where you'll have access to me. And I'm giving you access because I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm heartbroken. I was young. I was devastated. I never been through nothing like this before. I did not know that people were this capable of this much. I don't want to call it evil.
Shystiness.
Yeah, we'll call it that. I did not think that people were that capable of that level of no. And especially when you knew what I went through and you still decided to, I'm gonna one up him. I'm gonna one up everything that you've been through and I'm gonna make it worse.
But once again,
That's me. I own it. I own it
because right
because I
now
allowed
you
it.
talking. Yeah, you talking and you blaming him.
No,
This
I'm
is on
blaming.
you,
Listen,
Buttercup.
the blame for him is his part in the situation. 100%, that is on me because I allowed it to happen. I
For
did
that
not have
long.
the mentality to say, you know what, I deserve better. I did not have it in me to say I deserve better. I was too caught up in the situation to step back and say, no, I deserve
You
better.
know what it was that you was caught up in?
Oh, I know what it was, but go ahead.
You know, a lot of women to do it because a part of the reason is they want to prove to themselves that they could get that man from that girl.
I mean, after a while, I didn't care. Honestly, I really didn't care. Even when I went to jail in 2010, and he reached out to me. He reached out to me. He wrote, he sent money, he helped me out. He held me down. I appreciate it. But the extra stuff that came with it, it literally took for me to sit down with him face to face and tell him, you need to figure out what you want in life. Because I'm not about to sit around. I'm not going to stick around and wait for it. If you want to do anything, that's where I went back to my old resort. You're a grown man. If you want it, you'll make it happen. I'm not about to wait for it. I literally did 3 years. You have 3 years to figure yourself out. Because if you don't, when I get out and my feet touch that free pavement, it's about to be a hot girl summer. Because I'm not about to sit here and wait for nobody. And I didn't. I didn't. We were cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were cool after the fact, but I had to really like do some real deep digging and soul searching and like really come to terms with my part and everything, where I stood with certain things. And even honestly, when I met
But you know what? When people take the time out That's why I always tell people I'll accept my accountability for some crap. Even if it's 10%. I'm going you know my ex.
Yep.
I want the blame for half for 89 95% of that shit.
I say 98.
Okay, I'll take that. I want the blame for 98% of that shit. But I'm gonna take
But
my 2%.
and your 2%, honestly, just like you said, your 2% is literally mine's a little bit more than yours, but your 2% was you allowed him access.
That was it.
You
And
allowed him
what
access.
it was with me, I'm sitting here like, dude, I don't want to be with you. I just want forgive me, people, the dick. You're just a toy. We tried the relationship crap. I already know how that's gonna go. I don't want to relive that. I don't want no parts of a relationship with you. But it's a funny thing how people see females and guys. Some reason the world seems to think that females get attached with people they have sex with, and guys don't. They always assume that it's guys that can have sex with somebody and walk away. Oh. That is not true. Hence, all the guys that hit me up years later trying to get back into bed with me or have feelings for me years later. I don't want you, dog. As I tell people, this and that ain't connected. The issue is guys get attached quicker than girls do. They just ain't man enough to admit that they attached.
It's a really good point because you know what's funny? Fast forward a little bit. So within that, okay, again, me and him were not attached from 2003 to 2014 consecutively. It wasn't like that. I moved on. He was doing his thing. It is what it is. My next serious relationship, I was attached. He was attached. His attachment ran a little bit different from my attachment, but it was still attachments there because I can't speak to this day because I don't talk to them. But I can say I met him 2006. After all this stuff happened with, first baby daddy married and whatever, whatever. I met him like literally the month after my ex had married his, I don't even know what they are anymore, but when they got married. The following month, I meet this other guy. And at the time, I wasn't really like looking to be in a relationship. I was actually talking to somebody else. Long story. Um, but we just conversation with us was just it was easy. Um, you know, he got to the point where he was protective of sorts of over me. Like if you mistreated me or you did anything to me, and he found out, he knew about it. Oh no, he ain't like it. And I never had anybody treat me like that. Like really acted like you cared about me to that point where you didn't want anybody to hurt me. Never met anybody like that. Anybody else was just like, it is what it is. But him, he showed that he cared. So I was like, all right, cool. As time went on, like I said, we got together, and it was only a couple of months that we were together before I left. But in those couple of months, it's I love yous being said and all these other things, and probably had a lot to do with the fact that he had did some time, and I was the first chick that he was with after he got out, so that might have had a lot to do with it. I don't know, but when I left a couple months after we got together, he was cheating. He was cheating. I should be, dog. We call a ball and a strike a strike. He was cheating
Do you know why?
because I wasn't there.
No, that's not why.
I mean,
Because he insisted that anybody who don't want nobody to hurt you are usually the ones that's gonna hurt
yeah, that happened. It happened. Like
you.
it happened. The way he did it was like, dude, you know what I just went through with my baby daddy, and then you turn around and not only did you cheat on me, let me just go ahead and call it what it is. Like I said, a ball, and strike a strike. We're not going to hold any punches. Again, I'm not going to say any names, so If this situation hits you, like I said, a hurt dog will bark, holler. What I say? You get it.
Holler.
Yeah. Okay. What? All of that. If the shoe fit, wear it. When I left him, I just moved out of state. But before I moved out of state, here's the kicker. I know I'm getting ready to leave. I know you just got out of prison. I know all of this stuff is going on. You are literally not tied down to nobody. You're not tied down. I'm leaving. We don't have to do this long distance relationship because I don't think it's going to work. But that's up to you. I'll put the ball in your hands. Ball's in your court. What do you want to do? I don't want to lose you. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here and handle my business, and then when everything gets good, when you get off the papers, you can come down there. I can come back, whatever the hell, whatever. We'll figure it out. As soon, let's see, I went down there in August. I came back to visit for Thanksgiving, and it was all the way sideways. Everything was like women's intuition, and honestly, I was naive when I was young, so I didn't know any better. But I was like, not stupid, but I'm not hip. When I got there, literally the day that I got off the bus, got to the house, he was on his way. He pulls up in the yard and got somebody in the car, and I'm like walking towards the car. He grabs me, hug, oh babe, how you doing? Put it in the car. Oh, that's so and so people. I'm about to, they asked me to drop her off real quick. Da, 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 da. I was just getting ready to drop her off, but I had to come see you first. All right, how long you gonna be? Oh, I'm gonna drop her off right here. I'll be right back. Okay, bet. We'll be here. Dropped her off, came back. All right, cool. We doing our thing, right? Nah. This dude kept getting missing. I was only there for the weekend and he kept getting missing. Kept getting missing. All right. I'm not feeling it. I don't know what you got going on, but I ain't liking it. Go back to Georgia and by Christmas, my best friend calls me. It's like, hey, look, I'm be honest with you. He ain't gonna tell you, so I'm gonna tell you because you my people. Like me and you have rocked longer than you and him have rocked. And I'm gonna tell you because you my best friend. He got another girl pregnant. Hmm. Would it coincidentally be the same person that I saw in the car whenever I got there? Is that the same person we're talking about? Yep. Say less. Cool. Couple months later, I'm back down there, getting my stuff together because I'm getting ready to go to Vegas because I'm not about to do this with none of y'all no more. I'm tired. I'll go to Vegas. One thing about me, I tell people all the time, I, I will skip town on you quick. Quit playing with me.
Say that again.
I will. Ooh. Oh,
Think I almost came
y'all
out of
think
the
it's
dog.
fun and games. Y'all want to hurt me. Okay, deuces. I'm telling you, I used to tell them quick. Yo, y'all gonna start calling my new nickname is Houdini. Now you see me, now you don't.
Girl, you know what they used to call me?
Mm.
Casper.
Who?
Now you see me, now you don't. I'm out of here. Choo.
I'm telling you, I'm gone.
But the thing is, I
It's a long pause.
like this relationship that I'm in now. I'm still surprised I'm with him. Not because he's a bad person or nothing, but it's really because I was single for so long. I kind of enjoy my solitude.
I understand that.
I like being by myself more sometimes than being in a relationship.
I mean, I think for me, I've never really been. If I'm really okay, if I'm calculating correctly, after I left him, I went to Vegas and got with this other guy that, whoa, girl, this Negro. Put it like this: after dealing with the guy that I was dealing with in Vegas, I said, I will never talk to anybody else from Cali ever again. You could not. You from Cali, you cannot get my attention. You can't do it. I just can't.
See, but that's the thing I tell people. I stay single for a minute after a relationship. I stay single longer with after you know who. because I really had to figure out what the hell was wrong with me. Because that ain't even my type on the any day.
Part of my issue was I was young and I was I wanted to settle down at a young age because, of course, I had kids young. So I just felt like I got to settle down. I got to do these things because this is what the society expects of me. This is what
Yeah,
everybody.
I didn't, I was with them because I wanted to, because the sob stories, I've never had no real love, blah, 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 yakety, freaking smackety, la, 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 because you got your grandma and your mama. Didn't mean to put that out there just in case you know who I'm talking about. Don't care. Tell them I said it. Anyways,
Oh my God, the truth hurts, won't it?
and it'll set you free though. And in some Bibles, it'll make you free.
You know what? The name of this,
Um,
I think we're gonna name this episode "A Hurt Dog Will Holler."
that one right
There
there.
we go. Okay, hurt dogs will holler. Let's get it.
But I thought I was gonna love him or show him love and help fight demons. That's why I know from this point on, at the age that I am now, I would tell anybody helping somebody fight their demons will bring yours out,
Mm.
and you will become their demon.
I never thought about it like that because I never really thought about me helping. Ooh, girl, yes, I did.
Hmm.
Because that was the same thing that was
It'll
said to
make
me.
it'll make the demon. It will help. It will make the demons that you already fought within yourself pop up because it's like a self defense mechanism. They're trying to protect you, but bringing out the evil and the bad in you because you're trying to help them conquer them and theirs. And like I said, now they become your demon and you become theirs.
Mm. And you know what's funny? My my way of getting back, and it's not even so much as I really consciously thought about, oh, I'm gonna get you back. You're gonna feel this, or I'm vengeful, vindictive. Yeah, I got a vindictive side of me, but that ain't what it was. My biggest thing was this: you hurt me, you gonna feel it. The way that you have treated me, you're gonna feel it. And we ended up after all this other stuff. I ended up getting married after I left Vegas. I went to Vegas, met this other guy, whatever. I ended up getting married, didn't work out, and I ended up back with the guy that had the baby on me from prison. Ended up back with him, spinning the block, and there we go. But when we were together this go around, we were together for 2 years, 2.5 years, and everything was cool until I went to jail. When I went to jail, Negro moved a whole female in my house. Moved her in my house. Who is she? I know now who she is, and by the way, that's a whole nother situation. We'll talk about it later, but I know who she is now. And I'm just like, if you're going to do something like that, step your game up.
It's a God that don't.
But why not? If I'm
And,
going to,
and for whoever is listening to this, I'm not trying to man bash. It's not that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is men don't cheat smartly.
Hmm,
That's why they say women can cheat and a man won't never know. Because we cheat smart. Cheating ain't never good. Now, don't get me wrong, you should never cheat. But I always tell people, you won't know a woman cheating on you unless she wants you to know.
hmm,
And if she wants you to know, it's because she's pretty much done with that dang relationship.
yeah, that's where it is.
Now in my 20s, I was a cheating. I cheated on everybody I dated in my 20s. But 9 times out of 10, it was after they cheated on me. And like you said, I was vindictive in my 20s. You get me, I'm gonna make you feel it. And when you feel it, I'm gonna make you feel it to your soul.
That's it.
You're gonna feel that.
And that's where it's like I said, I've
I've
never,
had guys that cheated on me, and I bring the girl to the house. When you walk in the house, there she is.
hmm,
I don't argue with the girl. I don't know what he told you, but you finna tell me how it started, and you finna come to the house, and we finna see what he gonna say and do when he see you and me sitting here together.
see, I ain't never have I ever. Mm-mm.
Girl, I was in my 20s. I was a G. savage.
I
My
was.
20s is savage.
I don't think I was.
My 30, I was trying to calm down, but God kept taking me there.
Think I was a savage. I mean, honestly, savage life just depends
No,
on
I
who you
was a
ask.
straight up.
It just depends on who you ask.
I was a savage to each and every one of
Now,
them.
I've done some savage now.
Like I
I've done some
said,
savage shit,
if you
but
kiss me, if you kiss me, I will kiss you back. That's been my whole philosophy in life, my whole life. If you kiss me, I'm gonna kiss you back.
see, I've never really been one to try to my get back. There's only been one person I could think of off the top of my head that I'm like, dude, I'm getting you back. You gonna pay for this, and that was it. You paid for your look. You paid for the sins that you have committed against me. It is what it is.
See, my philosophy back then was God taking too long. Karma taking too long. I got it. But what ended up happening to make me stop all that shit I did came crashing down on my ass. That's when I made the change for the better. I was like, okay, the next relationship I be in from this day forward, any relationship I be in from after in my 30s, when I turned 30, it hit me in my 30s.
Okay.
The year I turned 30 is when I had an epiphany in life. I said, if a relationship ends, it's not gonna be because of me. Whatever God could say, it ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be that I did a damn thing to you. If it ends, it's gonna be all on you, player.
That's what it is. And honestly, I can honestly say I, in my past, with those previous relationships, I wasn't one to cheat. I wasn't one to cheat.
Girl, my name was Internet Cheat Jones. Cause I mean, I'm honest. Even to this day, like I said, I love Clifton Reed Thomas. I do. But there are some days where I have to work on said love for Clifton. It is not that he's a bad person. It's not that he's doing anything. He's awesome. He is the guy that I have always wanted and needed in my life. But I have to work on it because he's still a dude. Not saying he do the cheating and lie. He do lie. The cheating and stuff, but it ain't no big lies. It's like little bit of lies. Little lies bother me more than big lies because if you lie about something little, you lie about something big. It's just how it go. But I have to work on loving him because I'm so, like I said, I'm used to being myself, but it's also because men get on my fucking nerves.
It's fair.
They get on my nerves. They get on my last nerve. That I have to work on loving him sometimes. It's just that simple. I learned that. I have to tell myself sometimes he's not doing anything. Why you ain't like that?
Um, now with me being older and the things that I've gone through, like I said, past stuff from anything prior to 2010, eh, whatever. My transition, going to jail, going to prison, and all that stuff, and having to really sit down and face a lot of stuff that I was not ready to face, things that I was in denial about when it came to those relationships, I had to deal with that. When I got locked up, I was with somebody, you never wrote me, you never visited me, you didn't do anything. I had to come to a conclusion that for 3 years, I wrote you every month. It went from every day to every week to every month. Every time I thought about it, I literally would write you every month for 3 years and never got a letter back. Never got anything back.
Once again, that's
I know. I didn't say it wasn't
listen.
on me. I'm just saying that was,
I
again,
I am
me
very adamant.
being,
I stand 10 toes
I
down.
had to come
No,
face
you
to
can't keep
face.
you can't keep saying because you're
To
young
come to
now.
face,
You're too
listen.
smart,
I
young.
had to, listen, you gonna listen or you gonna not.
You're just dumb.
I was naive. I was, I was
No,
naive. Oh,
don't
dumb.
put naive. Naive sounds cute.
Well, I'm gonna use naive because it sounds cute. Now, I was naive. naive, dumb, an idiot, blinded, whatever you want to call it. That was me. You've never had a real relationship up until I met my wife. Never had a real relationship. When I met my wife,
And I never had a relationship until I got with somebody younger. Ain't that some shit?
ah, yeah, man, that's wild. Says a lot, man. That is your fault. What do
Says
you
a
want?
lot.
What's your excuse? What you gonna call it now?
That it was took somebody younger.
Yeah,
I say this.
stubborn. You were stubborn. You were stubborn. Cause you know what?
No.
No, you were. Cause go ahead.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna let you
say
talk, but
this.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you.
gonna
I'm gonna
say this.
remind you about
I'm gonna
something.
say
Go ahead.
this. I'm gonna say this. Cliff came into my life when I was ready for him to come into my life.
That's fair
Because
too.
if he had met me prior to, it wouldn't have lasted as long as it did.
Mm-mm. I know that.
Some of the shit I deal with, I would not be here.
Mm-mm.
It's just I had to get mentally prepared for what God sent me, and even if it doesn't last, He showed me what it was I wanted, needed, and deserved.
There it is. Now, funny story, because I'm about to bring something up to you, and I keep every time we do have this conversation, you be laughing. I be laughing because it's like one of those things where told you, freaking told you. Do you remember the conversation we had
Oh God. Mm.
when I asked you about age? I don't want no young dude. What can I
Oh
do with a
God.
young dude? Can't do nothing
And
with
it's
him.
crazy
I
because
ain't trying to
I'm gonna
teach
say
him.
this.
I ain't trying to raise him.
You right, okay, shut up. You're right. But you know what's funny? God will give you what He wants you to
There
have.
it is.
Because I did say I didn't want nobody
Yes, you
younger.
did.
I said I didn't want to date nobody from
You sure
Raleigh.
did.
Look, I said
Say whatever. Come on, keep it going, because I'm just waiting for this.
I dated a dude that was living next door to me. I said I never want to date nobody that live close to me.
Hmm. Everything you didn't want, God gave it to you.
Everything that I
And
didn't
He
want,
put a
God gave
bow
it to
on
me.
it.
Just and with a bow. Literally, he wear bows, bow ties. But literally, and he's so bougie.
You said it, not me.
But I love him. I tell him that all the time. Like college professor dressing. Like,
You
okay,
know
you
what's
are so
funny when you
overdressed
say
for this.
that though? When I met my wife, I had always said, and if you look at any of my exes, I've always said I would never date anybody that had dreads. I just could not stand dreads. Hated them. Like, why? What? Oh, now look at me. And they're not short dreads; they're
You know what?
long dreads at that.
You know what's even more funnier than I think about it? How God prepared me for Cliff. You remember when you was talking to me and you was talking about the dressing, your heels and all, and I was like, I don't want no damn heels. Before I started talking to Cliff, I went and bought a bunch of heels and dresses and pocketbooks. I'm gonna be more girly.
Hmm. Remember those conversations.
I was getting prepared for him and didn't even know
And God used me to explain to you what you were getting ready to do.
it.
You were in denial. Didn't want to hear it. He's young.
Mm,
No kids.
mm,
From Raleigh,
that,
right? He local.
mm, real local.
It's like,
I mean, he's the most local you can
I
get.
mean, that is true, but and it's just one of those things where it's funny how God will use other people to send you your
To get you
message
prepared.
and to get you prepared. Because I even remember you getting the heels and the dress, and you're like, "Look, hey girl, I need you to go with me. We need to go together. Go. We need to go. I need to go shopping, and I need you to come with me." I remember that. I need your help. I was like, "Look, come on, let's do it. I got you."
Because I'm not, I'm going to say this. The reason why I can conversate and sit down with God is because I should have been a guy.
Mm.
Not no, not in that aspect of the word, but you know how that is. But what I'm saying is, as a kid, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a guy. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a boy.
I'll tell you, like,
I relate to God. I relate to God. And I relate to God so much and so well that when I'm with a group of guys, they forget I'm a girl and just start the talking. And I'm just soaking it up, soaking it up, soaking it up. That's why I'm so cold hearted.
I feel
I
like
learned from the best.
I'm. I don't know. Like, I know I'll be cracking up because your cousin be telling me sometimes. She's like, "Look, God know what He did when He made me. He know what He was doing when He made me a woman. Because if I'd have been a dude, man, when I tell you, had kids all over the place.
My cousin is so manly and feminine.
How do you get that?
She get on my nerves.
I swear, she has got to be the funniest
She
person
is
I've
so
ever seen.
manly sometimes, but then so prissy and don't even realize she being prissy. It's like,
I laugh. It's
stop it.
funny to me. It's so funny. Like, you
It's
are
funny to me too.
so.
Remember, I was in the car with y'all going back and forth from Vegas. That was the most. She is such a big bitch. Which, by the way, for anybody listening to this right now, don't ride with her ass nowhere because she sleeps. But I digress.
You ride
She'll
with
do
her.
good driving. Yeah, she a good companion to be in the passenger seat or in the back seat because that's what she usually
That's where she was for 2 days.
today.
I swear.
She played us.
She did. She got off. She got off. She got off.
No, no. I'm gonna tell you, I got played in that the most
No. How you got played the most?
because I was really just supposed to be an additional
You
driver.
were supposed to be
Like
an
I was supposed to be the
additional.
backup for you
Lord
and
Jesus.
Stacy. I was the backup for you and Stacy, but I was the backup for you.
I mean, I did my part.
I mean, yeah.
Was
But my cousin played my ass. My cousin played me.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I don't even know. That's all I'm sorry. And you
No,
know
she
what?
played me. I love her though.
I'm gonna let her see that part too. I'm gonna let her know, like, hey, look what you did. You did that to us. We could have been home quick.
You played
We could
us.
have been home sooner, but I'm like, one thing I can say is when we got to Tennessee, you was not stopping. You was like, we going home. Okay. You sure you don't want me?
Yeah, who? Right.
I was trying, man. I was pushing, but it's like, no, what it was about when we got to a certain point, it was just like we are still driving. Why are we not
Girl,
there yet?
if you recall, when we got to Vegas, what was the first thing I did? I'll introduce and talk to y'all in the morning. Where am I sleeping?
That's it. That was it. All you cared about
I will holler at
for
y'all
those
in the
3 days
morning.
that we were there, sleeping,
Sleeping and food.
AC, and food.
That was it.
And like,
That was
it's
my
too
life.
hot. Where's the
Every time
food?
I saw that car go somewhere,
What we
can
eating?
y'all get something to eat?
What,
Yeah. That's fine. That's nice. That's nice. Where we eating it?
what's that over there? They got food? Lord Jesus.
Yes, I am. I am a hungry, skinny person. Yes, I love
I
food.
mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
Speaking of food, so
no, anywhere we go, I don't care. Are we going to eat? You going bowling? Are we eating afterwards? Are we going to eat? Because otherwise, I don't want to
that's like that is one way I know for a fact. If I need you to go anywhere with me, that's all I gotta put in the situation.
go. Food.
Look,
I'm in there.
I go to court, but look, after court, I'll take you to eat.
Oh, I'm coming.
That's it. I gotta go rob a
I'll
bank,
be there.
but once I'm done, I will go eat.
I'm coming. I drive. I need to get away.
As long as there's food involved, you're down. I'm like, you know what? I can dig this. Yeah,
I am the easiest person.
yeah.
And
Let's.
then, like, people know me too. If you know me, you say road trip. You got to tell me the destination. Bitch, I'm there.
Shit.
I'm there. Let me know the days. I can request the days off. I'm coming.
Speaking of which, we got
All you said was, I got to ask ask you something. What? We'll go to Vegas. Do you want to be? We need another person to drive. Blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your days. Yeah, yeah, your days.
Oh, no, okay. That was easy. I love easy questions. So
Just let me request some days off, and I'm coming.
that's it. I requested the days off and was still late back to work.
So was
I
I.
was like, they said,
I
where
had
are
to
you
leave.
at? Man, I'm in Tennessee. I don't know where I'm at, but there's mountains and
All I
trees.
could tell people was when we left, it won't hot. When we came back, it was like we brought a little bit of Vegas with us.
I remember that.
It was burning up out
Yes, it
here.
was. It really was. And I did not
I
understand.
was mad as hell. I was like, God dang it, I got to wait for that fucking shit over there.
It was
It
just,
was hot out
it
there. And Mother Nature paid me a visit,
mm,
which made me even worse. That's why I slept so damn much. I was so angry.
couldn't even enjoy yourself.
But I was, no, because it made me want to sleep. I slept and ate.
They were like, well, what'd you do in Vegas? Nothing. Ate some food.
I slept and ate.
Anyway,
But I found some good restaurants.
so now that if
Because
nothing
we
else,
ain't talking
we're
about
gonna find you
going.
some good food.
That part. I told Cliff, because Cliff talking about going to Vegas.
I think we're
There was some good
she's talking
restaurants.
about going in July, actually.
He doesn't want to drive.
Yeah, that's the same thing we were talking about too, because I'm like, so remember her.
Well, 4 people is easier.
Man, I know. But who's gonna be the nighttime and who's gonna be I'll be the daytime. I can do it in the daytime.
I don't mind driving,
I
period.
know you don't. But in all the reality, it'll only be 3 people driving because she'll be in the back seat sleep.
Cliff ain't no good at driving either. He don't like road trips. That's why I say you just
So
boring.
it'll just be me and you again. Oh hell no.
We'll take a plane.
Yeah, at this point, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to put in that much work again.
I ain't gonna do it.
No.
That'll be the ninth time. That trip to Vegas was the ninth time I have driven cross country. The ninth.
Yeah. Nah. If I drive that way like that again, it's literally going to be like I have absolutely nothing to do. I got a pocket full of money and nowhere to be. Because other than that, I can't do it on the
See,
deadline.
but the thing is, and another person that'll ride out is Jessica. Jessica, that girl, me and her. And she hit me up right now tomorrow. I'm going to New York. I'm gonna stop by and get you. She already know and be like, okay.
Mm-mm. See,
You already know my magical words. Just let me know the day so I can call off. I'm out.
I just,
I'm already. I'm can't wait till I go to damn uh Canada and come talking about something. You gonna drive? Boy, I drove cross country. I drove back from Arizona, North Carolina by myself. That's 36 hours. You think I can't do 13?
that ain't nothing.
I can bleep that.
Mm. See,
That ain't even a whole day.
I just know this much. She's supposed to be going back out there. I guess we supposed to. I don't know what's going on, but um, dude that where we stayed at when we went out there, her people, they're getting married. Him and his girl are getting married, and invited us out to the wedding around your birthday. I'm just like, that's a hard one because that's also the weekend of my family reunion in Virginia Beach.
It's also hard too because if I know anything about my damn birthday, no matter what state you go to, it's hot as fucking hell in
Yeah,
July.
so you gotta.
Oh, my birthday.
Yeah.
My birthday sucks when it comes to weather.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad when it comes to like pool parties and barbecues.
It's hot. Last year, no, yeah, last year because it's New Year now. We went to Florida.
Right?
Hot.
See, I can't do Florida.
We the minute we stepped out in Georgia,
Right?
regrets.
See, I can't do
Regrets was running down my face.
I can't do Florida because Florida's hot and muggy, and the mosquitoes and
But you
bugs
know
and
what? We didn't have no bugs, but people was telling me asking which one was hotter, Florida or Arizona, and I said, to me, They both fucking hot. Oh, that's a dry heat. Listen, let me explain something to you
I
about what
hate
you
when
mean
people
about
do
dry
that.
heat. 122 degrees without humidity is 122 degrees without humidity. With or without humidity, 122 degrees is hot, dry or not. You know what 122 degrees feel like without humidity and dry heat? It feels like the sun is cooking you on the inside. It feels like you are cooking in a oven. Like you're in a oven and it is cooking you. No, it's not it. Why don't you sweat? It's
I
119 degrees
literally,
outside and I'm not sweating.
I literally had to tell people that. Like, everybody keeps on, oh, well, the humidity's worse. I said, listen, no. I will take East Coast heat over West Coast heat any day. When I was like, if you
Yes.
ever feel like you don't understand, I said, turn your oven on. Just preheat it to 400. Okay. Once you get it where it needs to be, open that oven. Stick your head in it. Guess what it feels like?
That part. And you know what makes it worse? You know what happens on the East Coast in the summertime when the sun go down? It take the heat with it. Guess what happens in damn Las Vegas and Arizona?
When the sun goes down.
The sun go down, that heat
Nothing.
still there.
Tell you, 98 degrees.
Nothing
It
happened.
was 2 o'clock in the morning. And you know how the CVS buildings be having the temperature and the time and all that stuff scrolling? 2 o'clock in the morning. That thing said it was 98 degrees outside. 102.
Arizona, 2 o'clock in the morning.
So you mean to
It
tell
takes
me the
at
sun hit down and
102.
we ain't get no relief?
And the sun went down and did not take its friend with it.
So it's just hot.
I'm hot. I'm miserable. I was sick all the time. It gave me migraines on an everyday basis at the same time. Every day I knew by clockwork, here come the migraine. Here come the migraine. The time I got off work and I had to walk. That's another thing Arizona don't have is trees.
No,
On the southern part, there's no
no, I'm
trees.
sorry.
You know what that
No.
means? Ain't no damn
Vegas
shade.
has
There's
trees.
no
They
shade.
have palm trees. You know what happens when you stand under a palm tree in Las Vegas? You take a chance of getting stung by a scorpion because they have scorpions all in the trees.
See, it had palm trees out there, but it was in Chandler. I remember seeing them in Chandler. They weren't all over the place.
No,
And the people who had trees, they put them there,
yeah. But most of those trees,
just like the fake ass grass.
yeah, the water shortages.
It was just, it was just. Does not talk about that water. I have never been so dry. My skin has never been so
That's
dry
funny.
in my whole entire life. I used about 5 different soaps, about 20 different types of lotions.
Nothing
My
works.
skin was just scaling off like damn fish. I was like, what kind of water in what is in the water? Fuck that. Where is this water coming from?
It was just,
I'm having questions. I got too many. Where's this water coming from that y'all drinking? Because I ain't drinking that damn tap
oh, you
water.
drink
I
with
don't know where it
bottle.
came from.
Thank you. Bottles. Give me bottles because I'm not drinking nothing. See,
I'm not drinking that water because I don't know where it came from. Where does your fish come from? Because it can't be fresh. You got no damn oceans around here.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
I don't want your fish. I don't want your seafood. I didn't like the food in Arizona because who doesn't sell Texas Pete hot sauce?
And see,
I don't put Frank's on shit. All I saw was Frank's and Louisiana Tabasco sauce. Where the hell is the damn Texas Pete? Can I get a bottle of Texas Pete, please?
that's the
I don't
one
use that
thing.
shit on my food.
That's the one thing in Vegas that we did find: Texas Pete hot sauce. And when we got that Texas Pete, we held on for dear life.
Girl, I found one store that sold it. Fryers.
Oh no, it was Albertsons that actually sold it because we used to go to Albertsons all the time. We found that Texas Pete, and I tell you, that's the one thing we held on to because we're like, we are so far away from the East Coast. It's the only thing
That
we
part.
got that remind us of home is the Texas Pete hot sauce. Can't even go out to
Texas
eat and
Pete, that
enjoy
was the
no
only memory.
girl. Can't even
I
enjoy no.
swear to God, that Kentucky Fried Chicken had it was missing 10 of their special herbs and spices.
Look,
It was
we
missing.
went to IHOP one night, And this is why if anybody goes out with me, I always go to a restaurant. I always order sweet tea. Because the whole time we were in Vegas and you go to a restaurant, they do not sell sweet tea. They have the audacity to
They
bring sugar
sell
packets.
dirty muddy water. I don't know what dirty water tastes like, but I'm pretty sure it tastes like the tea on the East Coast. I mean the West Coast.
I'm just not understanding.
When I think of how dirty water tastes, I think of the tea. Like I tell people, I ain't gonna never forget that damn day before I left Arizona the last time. And I went out with my friend. We went to a restaurant to eat. And she asked for peach tea. And this waitress had the audacity to bring her some tea with a peach in it. Bitch, what is that floating in your damn tea on the bottom? It's peach. It's peach tea. Bitch, that is not. It's supposed to be peach. We don't put peaches in.
Who raised you? That's
So you in here with some tea with some peaches in it and the peach syrup in it? That's nasty.
girl.
I said, so what you gonna do with the peach when you done? You gonna eat the peach? Yeah. Oh my.
I'd
Yeah,
be like,
it's time
check,
for me to go back to the
please.
East Coast. I'm gonna tell you, the minute we hit the East Coast in Tennessee, and we saw that cookout,
Yes,
and we
yes.
just knew it had some fucking sweet tea. Praise of Jesus! Almost caused an accident trying to get that I didn't want that food. I want a huge sweet tea, please. Just a huge sweet tea. My kids talking about something. We want a tea too. Don't even worry about it. We finna get 3 huge sweet teas. I need 3 huge sweet teas. Drunk that shit. Go down a little bit further. What did we see? A Bojango. Bingo. Yes. Get some more tea.
Girl,
Let's get some chicken. Because I don't know what that chicken was on the East, I mean the West
let
Coast.
me
That shit was
look.
not good.
When we first got back to North Carolina with Jordan, and we started showing him the different places to eat that you don't have out there. You know what he got addicted to, and I probably should not have given him? Cookout. I should not have ever introduced him to cookout.
Shoot. Introduce anybody on the West Coast to a cookout. You gonna get
Oh,
addicted.
he the boy, that boy right there. He lives for cookout.
Cookout got good sweet tea and they got the hospital ice. You can't go wrong. It's double the pleasure. Oh, oh. And you mean I can drink the tea and chew on the ice and it just dissolves?
And that,
Just can't beat cookout tea.
but you know what?
Girl,
The closest I came to cookout tea. No, 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 no,
Smithfield's chicken and barbecue.
no, no,
You got to catch them
no.
on a good day. See, what's the thing you got to do? Because Cliff laugh at me every restaurant we go to. I don't care what restaurant. I'm asking who made the tea. If you come out with the wrong name, I don't want to hear no Consuelo, no Carmen, no Carlos, no Karen, no Sharon. Sharon is iffy. She could be black. No Karens, no Susie's, no Sally. You better say Boon Chico. You better say old Skippy over there. You better say somebody black because I'm an ass. And he be laughing at me. Tea is very serious for me. You better say a black person made that tea. Some white people can make it if they southern. If it's a southern white person, they can make some sweet tea. If you got a white person that came from up north, don't you drink that damn unsweetened tea.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And then they got the audacity to give you some packets to go with your iced tea.
What is that gonna do? Did you not go to science class? Did they not teach you? No, never mind. You went to school on the West Coast. They didn't teach you shit.
Nothing. Gonna give me packets of sugar. Tell me, well, we don't have sweet tea, but we have sugar. And what am I supposed to do with that?
Bitch, it's not gonna melt in the ice. Damn, that was country as hell. I just
It
said that.
was, but I ain't here to judge.
Wow. Back on the West Coast.
I don't.
I got southern real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm looking for something.
No, that was That was really
But there's nothing I can do to save the moment. I was just trying to like maybe if I hurry up and get somewhere, we can like kind of.
Cause I heard it. Cause I be talking to people sometimes and I can hear it. I be like, that was really southern.
I don't know what I do or say that make people think that I'm from out here, and I'm like, no, not. Oh, you got somebody? Oh no, my favorite one. There's this girl that look just like you. You from out here? You from Cary, huh? No, I couldn't even tell you where Cary is.
Well, I hear that I have very proper and bougie children. They talk very proper. And I said, yes, yes, they do. Because my kids, I taught them how to talk proper. You will not talk ghetto around me. Don't do it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
It's like I tell people now, please, I can be ghetto. Yes, I can. Can I talk like I have very good sense and very educated? Oh, yes, I can. Can I be professional? Sure. Can I get ghetto with you? Hell yeah.
Oh, you making my mouth hurt.
Yes,
You went
yes,
through
I can.
every single phase and hit it perfectly.
Thank you. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Hmm. Well,
Well, girl,
it's been great.
yeah,
We're gonna have to do this more often.
right.
You know, you know, you know.
I feel like you was trying to be hood there for a
No. See, there you go with it. Hmm.
I don't. I can be ghetto, but I can't be hood. I don't know what that is because I
I
wasn't
don't
raised
even
in the hood.
know what's the difference.
Um, if you hang out with Cliff, you'll see.
Stop what I'm asking.
Cliff is so not hood.
But you know what? So I just had this conversation with somebody at my job the other day. We're talking about because my job is considered in the ghetto. I don't know, man. I don't whatever ghetto hood, whatever you want to call it. I'm not of that either way, so I don't really know what's the difference. That's why I said, what's
I'm
the
not
difference?
about that life. I never really dated a thug. I stayed away from them because I don't need that type of drama in my life. Um,
Is you think your cousin's a thug? I don't think she's a thug. I don't think so because I'm like, you not a
does
thug
she
for
dress thuggish?
a little bit, but not.
No, she does.
Nah, I mean, you say yeah, thuggish,
She dresses thuggish 90ish.
thuggish what?
90ish.
90s thuggish. I mean, I mean, if you know,
Yeah,
you know.
like jagged edge thug.
Really thuggish to me. That's like,
But she's not a thug. She's not. Just like my ex wasn't a thug. But I just never dated him. I just don't need that type of drama in my life.
I don't think
And
I've
you
ever
know,
dated
just
a thug.
like you, I had kids young, and you will not
Expose them to
put
that.
that type of yeah. We're not. My kids are very valley. That's what they used to be called, the valley kids, because my kids are very. You heard Shania talk. She talks like a little proper little, child. Cece's the same. Jada's the same. Jamal is the same. They're very valley. When
I
we
don't know
moved to
what my
Durham, they
kids
used
are.
to
I know
call
they're
them the
not
valley.
ghetto and hood, but I don't know what that. I don't know what to
Mm-mm.
consider them.
When we moved to Durham, they was considered the valley kids. They was very proper.
And see, mine are proper, but they also have that side to them where they're trying. Like it's like I can, I can, I'm relatable. Like I'm proper relatable. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah, my kids went to Bush. The only time they ever went to a school that was hood was when they went to Durham, but they usually went to bougie schools.
I was always told. See, that's the thing with me, and my dad has always told me that you living in the ghetto and you got these kids in the ghetto and they're not used to being in the ghetto. And I'm like,
But this is the thing. I lived in Durham, in the hood, and I didn't know it was hood. Cause my dumb ass went and checked out the apartment on a weekday. Never did that shit again. But I digress. You only become where you are if you associate with the stuff that's going on out there.
that part.
I
And
know
I
not
don't.
to. Yeah, the people that I became cool with in Durham weren't hood people. They was silly, goofy people like me. Not about that lifestyle.
I've never really been one to interact with my neighbors anywhere I've ever really been. Like,
Oh, I
I
didn't.
don't,
They were my neighbors. They just lived in Durham. I don't care what your name is. Cliff is the first time I ever associated with a neighbor.
mm.
Like, oh, they
That's
lived
why
my next door neighbor before.
any place that we've ever lived, I could not, half the time I couldn't even tell you who my neighbors are. Because
You know,
I
you
don't
get a
want to talk
hey
to you.
bye. I don't want your
If
name.
that, I don't want to talk to y'all. First of all, I'm on a mission. When you see me in passing, like I've literally, when we first moved to Garner, the guy that lived downstairs from us, I hated him with passion. Like I could not stand him. It was like every time I come out, I felt his eyes on me, and I'm like, dude, he's looking at me. And it's like every time, like even with because it's like in the same vicinity where I work at, every guy that comes in that store feels like I can get with you. No, you can't. I don't want you. I don't want that. What, bros? You are literally shopping in the store that I work at. What can you do for me? What? You're shopping at Food Line. We're like the I consider Food Line like bottom of the barrel as far as grocery stores. Not quite bottom because there's like IGA and Carly C's that's worse than
Hey
us.
now, hey now.
I love their prices on their
I'm
stuff, but
going
I
to
mean,
say I'm going to say this.
I'm just saying.
IGA is not like Food Line or other stores. It's not that it's the bottom of the barrel. It's the fact they use farm stuff from farmers. Their
I
meats
mean,
and
because
stuff is from
they
farms.
that's part of their branding situation. They deal with local. So
Yeah,
that's
they're
what they
local. That's the reason why people think they're
that's
bottom of barrel. It's like it's
but
not that.
that ain't that's
They
not why
are into
that's not
Tyson
why
and
I'm
all of
saying
that
bottom
shit.
of the barrel. I'm talking about as far as okay, in comparison, and when you talk about grocery store chains, Publix is up there.
Never
We
shopped
are
there.
not anywhere near Publix. Nowhere near it.
And the thing is, that's if he could go to Publix, he probably would because he's bougie with stuff. He don't like
I think that
generic
same thing. If
stuff.
you shop at Publix on a regular, I really feel like you are definitely you have never drank water out of the faucet ever. You buy your water all the time.
Really?
You've literally been raised off of bottled water all your life. As a kid, your mom would not let you go outside and ride your bicycle.
As a kid, your mom wouldn't let you drink out the water hose.
Not at all. You did not get to play with the other kids.
Mm-mm. You had to look out
Your
the
mom
window when she
dressed
was
you up
outside.
in your Sunday's finest to go visit your aunt and uncles and grandparents.
God, that's cool. But
You never really enjoyed life. You haven't lived.
well, on
That's
that
my,
note, it's time to go.
yeah, we're going to go ahead and go. All right. You have a good night. Thank you so much for today, and we'll talk to you later.